Hi, welcome to the studio. I want to play show and tell today. And I want to play show and tell with something that's not new by any means. Howdy, and welcome to the new studio. I just want to let you know that I filmed most of this in my old studio, but now I'm in a new studio, but I didn't want to delete the old stuff, didn't want to refilm it. So I'm going to show it to you anyways. And in addition to subscribing to this channel and ringing that bell, go check out Azuma Media Solutions. I'm the director of content and media there, and we've got some exciting stuff going on, especially if you're in the West Texas area. Anyways, more of this. This is an Olympus OM-1. It's a film camera. I love shooting film, and I want you to love shooting film too. Thing number 5 that I love about this camera is that the lenses are cheap. I went to a pawn shop once, and at the pawn shop I noticed that they had lenses for OM mount cameras, Olympus film cameras. And I told the guy, I said, I'll buy them all. How much are they? He said, oh, they're $20 a piece. And then there was this other 4th lens, and he said, if you get all of these lenses, I'll give you that 4th one for free. Well, the 4th one it's a Tamron 135mm f2.8. This was the one he gave me for free. This is the most valuable lens of them all. And he gave it to me for free. And the photos that this thing produces, the bokeh, the background blur, just the focal length for portraits, so amazing. I love it. I love it. And it was free with the other lenses. So the lenses are cheap. Number 4 is it's simple and it's compact. Without a lens on it, look how, it's tiny. It's super thin. It's, like I said, it's very simple. Most of your controls are, and in the digital age, we're not used to this, but most of the controls are right here where you hold the lens anyways. So here's your aperture control right here. Here's your shutter speed right here, which is just, it's ingenious. I love that it's so simple to, and so like when you're shooting with it, you start close to the body and you set all your settings as you move out, and the last thing you do is your focus. So you go from the body out for all of your settings except for ISO, which is the one design control thing I don't like. Is like it's like this big clunky knob, and if you're gonna have a big clunky knob, at least make it a big clunky knob you use all the time, but you don't change the ISO in the middle of a roll of film like you do with digital that doesn't have film. It has one electrical component, that's the light meter. It has lots of basic features that you want in a camera. It even has like a self timer. Number 3 thing I like about this camera is that it's super tough. I break my stuff a lot. I fix cameras mainly because I break cameras a lot. My dad used it when he was like doing really rough stuff in really rough parts of the world. It's just, I've read stories about guys dropping their OM-1 from an airplane and it working just fine. It's just built tough. Part of the OM design philosophy is that toughness, that it can be used outside for moving subjects. It's really where Olympus designs its cameras towards. And if you're taking it outside, it's going to be treated roughly. At least if I'm taking it outside, I'm going to treat it roughly. Number 2 thing, and oh my gosh, it's almost the number 1 thing, but the number 2 thing I love about this camera is the viewfinder. It's like the first time you ever went to an IMAX movie, and it was like, oh my gosh, this screen is humongous. That's what the viewfinder is like. And so like when I shoot with this, like the viewfinder is freaking huge inside. And I don't know how they make it look that way, but it's like watching a movie on the IMAX. And so focusing is so easy because it's manual focus. Everything is manual. Having that giant viewfinder is wonderful. But the number 1 thing I love about this camera is that it's a film camera. It's a manual film camera. The only thing it does is tells you 16% gray or not. Is it overexposed, underexposed from 16% gray? That's the only thinking it does for you. You have to slow down. You don't get to see the picture right away, so you feel pressure to get it right the first time. And then you have to wait to see it. Everything slows down, and you start to do things on purpose instead of trial and error. And that's a really important component of being a better photographer, is doing it on purpose. And that's why I love shooting film, is because it makes me slow down. It makes me think harder. It makes me a genuinely better photographer. So I'm about to do that normal like outro thing that you see on YouTube so often, but hang around, because I'd love for you to see some of the photos I've taken with this camera. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for caring about my opinion and about my dad's old camera that I love. Check out the links in the description below. There's lots of ways to connect, lots of ways that I would love to help you beyond just talking into a camera. Thank you again for watching. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.